Welcome to those near and far. Welcome to Mage the Ascension as luck would have it. Scroll. Our game is set in 2019 in Montreal, Canada. Let us meet our mages this evening. Doot.
My name is Katarina Albrecht, and I'll be playing Portia Lavoy.
Yes.
I am Jace Maxwell. I'll be playing Max Toulon.
I'm Christina Pell, and I'm playing Raina.
And I am Lloyd Coleman, otherwise known as Antigeek 5150, and I am Orrin Pritchard.
Who wants to help me recap? You guys went to the rally with all your preparations and everything like that, and Preston turned the crowd on you, and you also discovered that the technocrats were tracking Preston as well. You guys made it back to Montreal just fine, learning about the technocracy. It is a new day.
Okay, this is the day after, so Orrin would probably end up going to work for the day.
Okay.
While we were gone, was Jeeves able to set up all of our portals?
Yes.
Okay, good.
So everyone who is here has a portal in their closet. You still have access to your closet, of course. You basically have to have the intention of opening your closet as opposed to opening a portal to your former abode. There are still two bunnies hopping around the chantry. Sarah is still there.
I need to call Jenna.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Before Orrin had left, he gave you his key to his room so you can do the call.
Thank you. I will go and do that before the other festivities take place.
All right. Would you like to RP the phone call?
Sure.
Jenna Fields.
Hi, Jenna. This is Raina Tremblay. I was told to call you about a bunny sanctuary.
Ah, yes, of course. Your friend Max filled out your paperwork, but talking to you directly would be ideal.
What would I need? What would this require?
The basic needs: food, shelter, clothing for their physical forms.
Okay.
Make sure they're taken care of. Plenty of space. No claustrophobic areas. And we would have a inspector come to make sure that the basic needs are met, like once a month.
Okay. And will all of that be up to me? Or will you be able to help me in any way with any of that? Or so I'm sure I could do it myself. I just
What kind of help would you need?
more resources for maybe a mage contractor, someone who specializes in making protective housing. Maybe you could see the house, just the meadow they're going to be in. But really, I can take care of everything else.
All right. So you need like a freelancer to create wards for you.
Yeah, and I can get a hold of them. I would just need their.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
Sure. I can get a hold of them if needed. I just need the resources and the phone numbers.
Oh, no problem. I know this freelancer, Darian Gray, who might be able to create wards for your refuge.
Awesome.
Here is his number.
Thank you.
He is available between like 10 a.m. and like 6 p.m.
Okay.
And he does house calls.
Excellent. Excellent. I will call him and we will be in touch.
Wonderful.
Is there anything else you need of me while we're speaking?
Call me back when you have everything set up, and I will have an inspector come out and make sure that everything is up to snuff.
Sounds good.
All right. Thank you so much for calling.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Bye.
Out of character, I almost just left pressing the end call button.
So, question: does the
Mm,
chantry have like a library?
yes.
So, Max is going to attend his morning classes and then, go home, go back through the portal, and go to the chantry library and do some puka research.
So the Chantry Library is Espen's room, but you haven't seen Espen for a hot minute.
Hmm.
But you are directed towards her room.
Yeah, what I'm looking for is just books on like actual care and maybe even physiology. Because,
So biology and sociology, like
yeah,
bedside manner.
hmm Max is figuring that if he got Reina into, taking care of all these puka, that he can at least contribute medical care and
Mm.
actual assist with care and feeding and everything. So he's just looking for like basics on how to make them happy, how to keep them healthy, how to keep them well fed, all that stuff. And if
Well,
there's anything more advanced medically, then he will be interested in that.
there is a bedside manner book called Beyond Bedside Manner: Insights on Perfecting the Patient Experience. Gray's Anatomy, which is a wonderful anatomy book, mostly for biologists, but also for artists.
He's already got a copy of Gray's Anatomy, obviously.
Right. How about Animal Care? The Way of the Rabbit by Mark Hawthorne. At least it's not Rabbits for Dummies.
But yeah, he's going to be hanging out there just in research mode.
What is your charisma?
Charisma is 3.
Okay. Empathy?
3 also.
Oh, your bedside manner should be just fine.
Oh yeah, I put the traits into him that would make actually a good doctor.
I got you.
Nice. You don't have a god complex.
It is good not to have a god complex when you are a doctor.
Yeah, he's basically looking to see if there's anything specifically with puka that makes them
Okay, so
that
are
dealing
you
with
actually looking up puka specifically?
yeah, just because he wants to make sure that he doesn't do something that's good for humans or rabbits that would hurt them. There might not be anything because from everything we've learned so far, the mages don't seem to actually give a fuck about anything besides themselves.
There is a field guide to Irish fairies that has a section on puka specifically.
Ooh, silver lining. That means that I could write one of the first books on caring for puka.
Dun, dun, dun.
You could.
What to expect when you're expecting a bunch of puka in your yard.
Little pellets everywhere.
But also they need toilets.
All right. Considered to be bringers both of good and bad fortune, they could help or hinder rural and marine communities. Puka can have dark hair or white fur or hair. The ones that you have come across so far are white-haired. The creatures were said to be shape changers, which could take the appearance of horses, goats, cats, dogs, and hares. They may also take human form, which includes various animals such as ears and tail. Animal features, rather. The counterparts throughout the Celtic cultures of Northwest Europe. For instance, in Welsh mythology, there's the Puca, and in Cornish, there's the Buca. In the Channel Islands, the Pook were said to be fairies who lived near ancient stones. In Norman French, the islands, a cromlech, or a historic tomb, is referred to as a Pukale. And a pulpigan are corresponding terms in Brittany. I will hook you up with this page.
So does that mean they can change into, like, one puka can change into any of those animals, or
Usually there is a singular animal that they turn into.
that's what I was thinking, but I wasn't positive.
So there are horse puka, there are cat puka, there are rabbit puka, which you have the most experience with.
And he sends a text to Reyna saying that he is gathering information on how to
Care for them, basically.
how to care for them. Yeah, if she wants to meet in Espen's room.
I text you back that I'll be there in 5.
Let's see. It is 10 o'clock in the morning. Breakfast is being served, and Professor Edge is the first one there, first one to get coffee, first one to help herself to the food. Let's start with Portia. What are you doing this morning?
I follow shortly behind Professor Edge because I am starving after yesterday's escapades and have just gotten my tuchus out of bed.
How about Max?
Oh, I thought that was the morning stuff that we were doing.
That you are researching. Professor Edge makes an extra plate and takes it to the library and offers it to Max.
Oh, thanks. So, your guy that we were tailing?
Yeah?
Yeah, turns out the technocracy was onto him, and we didn't tip our hats to them that we were mages, but yeah, I think he's going to be dealing with them.
I'm sorry that I put you in a situation like that. That was a really dangerous situation, and
Well, luckily you gave us Dee Dee, and she knew about them, and she could, basically do the soccer mom grab to stop us from throwing ourselves into danger with them. Doesn't sound like you knew that they had anything to do with this.
I had no idea.
So yeah, we'll just call that one
Yeah,
a learning experience.
a learning experience. Today is basically a day to get your wits about you and kind of chill out for a bit.
Well, right now I pretty much, like, all the time I'm doing research.
We might take a field trip today if you guys are up for it. It will be very relaxing. It'll be very chill-tastic, and you'll learn lots. So think about it and I will be
Any
around.
or hint? Because we're trying to set up something for Reina
Oh, how can
to
I
take
help?
care of the puka.
I'd love to help.
I'm just reading up on puka care, and
Oh, good. Maybe you can give a presentation after your research so that you can bring all of us up to speed.
that's a thought. I would want to. I'm seeing that it looks like what we should build is basically an enclosure, but one that the puka know that they can open in human form,
Okay.
so that in the enclosure the rabbit forms are protected, but there's a lot of room to run. But they can come in and out in human form.
I specialize in forces wards, so it would protect against wolves and different animals, different mages, definitely against demons and the like,
That would be helpful.
and perhaps wards against people as well, like people who haven't been given a pass, basically, to be on the land.
That makes a lot of sense.
Which means you may want to come up with a system so that I can basically give you objects that would act as passes,
Oh,
and
that
and
makes
that,
sense.
yeah, that way, because I suspect the Quasitor are going to want to keep tabs on it.
Hmm. And with any luck, we can get Oren to do some technical defenses as well.
Mm, sounds great. If I can help in any way, let me know.
Cool. Is it about this time that Reina shows up? She said at
Yes,
5.
yes, it is.
Is
On
Raina? Sorry. Where is Raina showing up?
at the library. Or,
Oh,
yeah, this
okay.
room.
I show up at the library because I was going to do some extra research on how to make my potions better because I am sick of my potions not working out well. And I'm glad I run into y'all. What are you guys all
Lastly,
doing here? Oh, sorry.
lastly, Oren basically shows up at breakfast and finds no one there except for the staff who made breakfast.
He actually gets his usual coffee, and he actually has to work this morning. So he will get his coffee and everything. Has his huge 32-ounce cup. Looks around, doesn't see anybody. He's like, they're probably all still asleep. And he leaves the chantry to go to work.
Okay, where is he working? Where is he?
He works at Aspen. I gotta find the card that I made.
You made a card.
Yeah, I had an inspiration a while back ago.
Do you want to share the screen?
No. I could toss it to you real quick once I find it.
Okay, so it is
It's Aspen Dynamics. It's a medical equipment company, and he works in testing in the research and development department.
So Max would be familiar with just the brand name on just his work equipment.
Got you. All right. Back to Portia,
Yes.
as you were saying.
Oh, hey guys. So, what are y'all doing here?
Doing puka research so we can figure out how to give them the care that they've been lacking and give them a safe place to live.
That
And
makes
hopefully keep
sense.
them happy.
So, like a bunny enclosure plus a human or human child
Ooh,
enclosure.
that actually
Child
If we
enclosure.
have
Oh my god.
if we have the ability to build a play structure in the enclosure so that they can run around as rabbits and as children in there.
Well, there's definitely rabbit play structures for sure. I had a friend who did 4-H for bunnies back in the day.
I have a
Big fence is good too. Sorry.
I have a phone number for freelance contractor that can he is a mage and he can help provide hopefully help provide magical something or other. I don't know how he works, but I'm gonna have him build the enclosure so that maybe it has like a cloaking thing or something so that anyone that comes by that's not privy to what's going on can't see them.
Nice. And the professor has offered to do some wards.
Awesome.
Do you have enough beds? Like human beds?
At the time, absolutely not, but I'm planning on having some, yes.
Well,
I'll
here
reach out
is-
to my. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, buddy.
let us check with the kids. There is a chance that they might prefer to sleep in rabbit form. Like,
Well, should we have a
oh,
mix of both? Like some hammocks, maybe a few bunk beds, and some bunny nests. That way they've got an array of choices, maybe.
that's a thought.
Yeah, I like the idea of having it like puka centered to their specific individual needs because not every puka is going to want to do the same thing.
We should grow a garden in their enclosure so they can nibble in bunny form on different good bunny veggies and fruit. Some bunnies really like blackberries.
When I am not at home, they will be hopefully supervised by someone, but they will have full access to my garden. I'm just trying not to do more work than is necessary because I want to make them have a home as soon as
Well, we
possible.
could plant some blackberry bushes along their inside of their enclosure and some different berry bushes that'll just sort of take care of themselves. But
Yeah.
also provide some sort of stimulation for them in bunny form.
I like
Well,
that idea.
something to do as kids. I hear gardening is a way to soothe the soul.
Yeah, it is. It definitely helps.
They are children, so might
Mhm.
I suggest a playground of sorts?
Yeah, that's what I was saying, having bunny and children play equipment there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. We could reach out to the local 4-H and see if anybody has leftover bunny equipment.
Well, I have another idea.
Ooh, fancy pantsy, mister. What is it?
And I get my phone and call Dad.
Good call.
And I'm just like, hey, Dad, so I'm doing some charity work and we want to build a playground for a bunch of kids. Was wondering if I might be able to get some backing for that. By the way, resources 4 dots. That's I wanted to utilize that.
We can give you $2,000.
That should be enough. I think we can get a really good play structure built for that. Yeah, thanks. And I'll send you pictures of it. And we'll
I have to warn you, structures made out of wood were outlawed.
Okay.
So it's all plastic these days.
I'm guessing it's like the recycled plastic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's good.
Just to give you a heads up. All right. Well, when are you visiting next?
No, they're not divorced.
I know.
Oh. Max lives with them.
Lives. You have been missing for like a week.
Oh, well, I'm gonna be home like tonight.
Oh, okay. We'll make sure dinner is ready for you.
Cool. And thank you so much. The kids are going to love this.
Oh,
And
there's kids involved.
oh yeah, it's play structure for a children's center. We'll
Wonderful.
call it the. Sorry, I was stalling so I could pull up the information. We'll call it the Maurice Toulon playground.
That sounds wonderful.
They thank you, and the group I'm working with thanks you.
I would love to see pictures when it's done.
Absolutely.
All right.
Bye,
Good
Dad.
luck. Bye.
Like. All right. We're gonna get about $2,000 in funding to, or yeah, it is dollars in Canada.
It is, yeah, Canadian money.
Canadian dollars. I mean, since it's Canadian money, it'll only build 60% of a play structure, but
Ooh, burn.
I don't get it, but that's okay. We can build from
Canadian
wherever.
dollar is 60% of the American dollar in value.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if that's true. I'm just using like metric to
Yeah, I mean, I
imperial
don't know
measurements.
exactly what it is anymore. But that was your joke, though, right?
Yeah, it was.
Okay. It's like, wait.
Right on. Well,
Maybe I missed it. Shit. Oh, sorry. Shoot. Family friendly. God damn it. Oh God.
But yeah, I can get some people up, some supplies and everything, so that human play structure can get built.
awesome. I plan on having this be like a lifelong venture for me because there's probably always going to be someone that needs, sanctuary. So we can build and expand as we go.
That makes
$2,000
sense.
a day. Solid starting place. Thank you for doing that.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm doing it for everyone involved because the situation just was bad. And if there's one thing that might be the only thing that my father has taught me, is that money solves everything.
All right, so we get some money. We get some plans. Are we spending the rest of the day studying, or?
Yeah, that's up to you. Professor Edge speaking, I would be happy to take you on a field trip where you can learn more about the universe and the structures that are in mage society and everything like that. So if you guys feel like getting out of town for a bit without danger, period, we'll just let me know, and we can go on a little jaunt.
Car trip or teleport?
Teleport.
Okay.
I'm in. This sounds useful.
I'm in.
Yeah.
Technically by spaceship.
I'm double in. Oh man.
Okay, then. I was not expecting that modality.
Fascinating.
Far out.
As you know, touching back down is dangerous enough, apparently.
Hey, Max.
Oh, yes?
No, you can go ahead. We can talk about it on the spaceship ride.
I was going to see if I could. I'm just gonna type in the group chat that the professor is taking us on a spaceship ride.
You don't know what we want. Oh wait, no. That's
So, just in case Oren can make it, if he can duck out.
He'll be a star.
Or you guys, we
waiting.
can wait until Oren gets off of work before we roll out, and we can work on the refuge until then.
That makes sense.
Okay. Well, perfect. That leads to my question. You asked me here, and I don't think I know why.
Huh?
Max asked me
Oh.
to come to the library.
Oh, no, I was asking you to come here to fill you in on the stuff that I was learning about Puka.
Oh, okay. Right. Okay, good. Man, so much has happened this morning. My brain is all over the place.
Mm.
But yeah, if it's going to be a ride, is it going to be of any length? Because
Probably an hour.
Max just picks up the stack of books. Okay.
We do not yet have a system for this library. This was Espen's collection. So
Where is Espen?
they decided that this wasn't for them.
We miss you, Espen.
That is a shame.
It is a shame.
But also, I'm glad they're taking care of themselves and vocalizing their needs.
I see it as an opportunity to heal more people.
They knew their limits. Good for them.
For me.
Yeah.
You make a great doctor, Max.
Thank you. I think when we get Sarah, I'll be able to chat with her on, what would make their lives much better.
I
think
suspect she is in the lobby eating breakfast.
I'll check and see if she wants to. If we're going to go to the location, she might want to come with us.
She might.
So I'll go down. Anyone's welcome to come with me.
I will be coming, and trying not to stampede the whole way because I'm really excited.
I have a question for Raina.
You?
Did you want you had talked to Jeeves about your portals. Did you
Yes.
want one that went to your node, or did you want one that went to your closet?
Probably to my node.
Okay.
Because I don't really have much of a closet.
Okay.
I want a portal to my node. Sounds like the dirtiest non-dirty thing.
Kind of does. Or gross. One of the two.
Yeah, so we'll head down to Sarah.
Okay.
Just hey, Sarah, we're going to check out the location for the where you guys are gonna live. You want to tag along? Cool.
Absolutely. Can
Out of-
we bring the boys?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Out of character, did you mean my bedroom closet or my chantry room closet?
Your bedroom closet.
Okay, cool. Okay. Whew, yes. Node, please.
Okay.
That sounds sus.
There.
Do you want to come to my bedroom or do you want to come to my node?
Come back into the closet.
That would be lovely. I would love to see where we're going to be living.
It is midwinter, isn't it?
It is fall. Let me double check. It's November, so it's chilly.
Yeah, we're gonna have
It's not
coats, but
snowing yet.
I just mentioned to Raina that we might want to consider heating options as well.
Yes. I will maybe talk to the contractor when I call him and see if maybe that's something he can specialize in, or maybe he can.
You can make heated bunny boxes. It's a thing.
Unless you have a resource for it, because I am all ears, literally.
Yeah.
I
I'll
might
look
be
into
able
it if
to
you like.
make I might be able to make my wards, because I would do forces wards, I might be able to also cause them to put out heat.
Ooh, fascinating concept.
And then just let me know when you want it
Nice.
turned off.
Okay. Yeah, when you do that, if you do that, I want to see, because that sounds awesome.
Wonderful.
So,
And
let us-
Sarah's like, what?
Viva la magic school bus trip to the bus or the ship.
Is Orange
Okay,
leave?
so you guys,
We're waiting for Orin to do the spaceship trip. So we're going to the
we're going to the site
Oh,
first.
whoops. I got ahead of myself there.
So we get into Raina's vehicle? Question mark.
Yeah, I have room for everybody.
Woo! Shotgun.
And yeah, traffic is moderate because it's approaching the weekend, and but you eventually get home. Now, Raina, if you would be so kind as to describe your home.
Okay, so from my driveway, from what we see, is my house, which is kind of shacky looking. But that's because it was built a very long time ago. And it hasn't been renovated because the bones of the house were created by my grandma and grandpa, or my great grandma and grandpa, and they were mages, and so they put something in it. I'm not totally sure because I haven't had a chance to ask. But it's really stable. The wood never seems to rot. But there's wind chimes, and there's a little bush surrounding my house, like one big bush surrounding my house. On my patio, there's a chair and a little table for when I want to whittle or make something. To the left of my house is where the open space that I'm planning on putting the sanctuary. Oh my gosh, the sanctuary, because there's space to put between my house and the sanctuary, so they don't feel like I'm their warden. I'm just, I'm not sitting on top of them. I'm just, help keeping them safe. And to the right is, like, we are surrounded by trees. I'll have to look into Mount Brown wildlife because I haven't done that yet and what kind of trees are up there. But I am on Mount Brom, and through the trees you can see a small, like 10 by 10 kind of square, like meadow area, and that is where my node would be. But it's a little more hidden, so you'd have to be really looking for it. But there's flowers and a garden in like the side of my house, like between the trees and my house. I'm preparing for snow because we're in the mountains. I think that would be it.
At least from the outside.
Yes, from the outside. If you'd like me to describe the inside when we get in there, I can. Or I can do it now.
and I mentioned to Sarah on the way, if you're okay with it, I would like at some point to just medically scan you with my magic, just because I want to know how to take care of your kind.
Oh, sure.
Just to see if there's anything different, like whether you're, fully human in human form, or if there's any differences.
I can kind of like give you a primer on like how to take care of us, basically.
I just want to be able to take care of you and the others the same level I would be able to take care of a human.
Okay.
Do you guys like beds or nests best? We weren't sure. We want to give you what you want. Do you need a variety? Hammocks? Bunk beds?
And we can we have something that doubles as both, like a bed big enough for our human guises, but comfy enough for our rabbits?
We could probably have a rabbit bed section in the room.
If you're thinking like little nests for them to like burrow in or whatever they do, we could just provide extra blankets that could be sort of their nest area on their bed so they don't have to have two separate beds.
I pull out my phone and type something in and show them a picture of like a 1970s conversation pit and say, if you had something like this that was all filled with cushions, like big enough for everyone to sleep in, whether they are in human or rabbit form.
That would be great.
Because I wasn't sure if it was like a rabbit thing where you sleep better huddled together or anything.
We like to snuggle, but the ability to nest or as a human or as a rabbit is, we're super grateful.
Yeah, so I show the picture to Raina. Oh wait,
Yes,
she's driving.
100%.
No, you guys have like concluded your
Okay.
drive and are sitting in the van in front of her house.
I really like that idea. I like the way that it's structured, and conversation pits are like in the floor, right?
Yeah,
That's what I'm. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot.
and then there can also be cots around it just in case anyone wants to sleep not with a group.
Okay, I'm definitely down with that. Man, you have some good ideas. I'm glad you came.
I play a lot of The Sims.
So the Quasitor said that they would be checking in monthly, sending an inspector, just to make sure everything's on the up and up and everyone's safe and properly cared for. Um, would we want to have a kitchen or something, and maybe
Food.
hired staff to sort of keep. Ooh, that's a heck of a vetting process, though. I don't just trust people on my land.
We are perfectly happy raiding a garden
Okay,
and just eating what's in the woods.
that's perfect. I have a
We can
very
fend
good.
for ourselves in that regard.
Okay, cool.
Even in the middle of winter in Canada?
We usually gather goods, and then like about now is when we would forage, and then
You know what we could do?
Could we
could
get the butler to make, or
I was
Jeeves
going
to
to say,
make
just a
us more
shopping list.
I'm sorry,
more
what?
notes so we can pop in and check on y'all if Raina has to bounce?
I'm sorry, you were all talking at the same time. Does one of you want to say what you said?
I was gonna say no, anything.
Okay.
Oh.
Go ahead.
No, I was just saying that if it's stuff that you would normally gather, we could easily put together just a shopping list and pick it up, and there could be. I mean,
Oh, would you be
you're
willing to
human.
like go to a store for us? I mean, am I allowed to leave the refuge? Um.
No one's going to be a prisoner.
Oh.
It's just that the wards will be on the refuge, so you'll be able to leave, but once you leave the wards, you're as at risk as you were when you got caught.
Well,
but it's the life that you're used to.
mhm.
So basically, think of the refuge as a safe home you can go to.
Okay.
Do you think we can get portals made so that we could pop in, Rena, and check on people if you weren't able to be here? I mean, that might be helpful in, many hands and such. Plus, I feel kind of responsible for these little babies now.
If it is not too much for Jeeves, we can definitely ask him. Y'all are welcome here anytime.
I would say maybe a portal to somewhere like not in your personal home.
Maybe on the woods.
We
We
Oh,
should
I
have a
have
tree house. We'll have a treehouse portal. It'll be fantastic, guys.
portal.
Like we're doing from the safe haven or whatevs.
I don't understand. I mean, you're talking to Sarah.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
We got to fill Sarah in. Somebody, me, I guess, is with the portals. I think place another magic stuff. Help me, guys.
It's a way to
Okay.
step through space from one spot to another
Oh,
without actually doing all the traveling.
We can.
Well, you can do that, but we can't. So we need a way to get back and forth from the chantry to here. You know, the place where you were staying for the past couple of days?
Raina knows that the bedroom closet in
that's a good
her.
idea. We'll just take the portal from the chantry. That way we don't have to have extra portals because we can all get to the chantry and then we can pop in and check on them as needed.
Everyone
I
would
know
basi-
you're all.
Everyone would basically have to go through Raina's bedroom.
Maybe we have another door that's connected so Raina doesn't have to have us tramping through her personal things.
Well, like I
Well,
said,
it all goes to her node, not her house.
yeah, I can give you a quick tour, like from my node to the sanctuary. My room at the chantry is never locked.
Node. Oh,
Nude.
great.
So, and like I said, I don't really care about boundaries. I don't have anything I need to keep away from anyone. Y'all are welcome in my room if you need herbs or just to chill out. And you're welcome to use my portal to my node to get to here.
Perfect. I don't know why I said it that way. Okay, perfect. Yes.
Right on. Okay, well, I will quickly just tell you when you come out my front door. Well, I guess when you come from my node, turn west and just walk 30 or 40 feet. Then you'll see my house. It's really not that far away or mystical. It's just right there.
All right. I think I can remember that. Actually,
If
I'm going
not,
to make
I'll
a note of it in my phone. I might not remember that.
Question.
if you get lost, just text me.
You keep saying node, but that's not something that's been explained to us.
Oh,
So the way that our coffee is imbued is because we have a node. We have 2 access points, but it is a singular node, and is basically a well of magic, says Professor Edge.
Hmm.
Can you
Are
give me a
we,
little more detail? Well of magic. Does that mean it's going to run dry at some point? Is it like a give and take thing? Do we need to be careful here?
Everybody wants a node, so be protective.
that's why mine's
Ah.
hidden.
But
I
that's
thought everybody
wonderful
had a
that
water
you have.
buffalo.
Yours is fast, but mine is slow. Where'd we get them? I don't know.
I'm sorry?
It's from VeggieTales.
Oh, okay.
Silly songs with Larry. Everybody's got a baby kangaroo. Yours is pink, but mine is blue. Birds are small, but anyway.
Okay, so my node is hidden. That's why I gave you directions. It is also protected by my ancestors. I do need to learn the ritual how to protect it for the next 100 years.
Are your ancestors going to come chase us or anything? Like, we don't have to worry about them not liking us, right? Do they need, like, stuff?
No. They're not literally there. It's just their magic was used and the rituals have been used for generations to keep the node hidden in a way that it just looks like a regular little break in the trees.
Gotcha.
But
Is this a place you want to show us or
yeah, I
keep
can
us
show
away
you.
from?
No, I want you to go there. This is
Okay.
where you're coming to the
If we need
sanctuary.
to check up on the little buns, this is how we're going to do it.
So
Yeah.
Got it.
let us go there.
So you all walk the 40 feet or so to this small break in the trees. And it's a lovely grove with wildflowers and some carefully placed stones, and you chase off a fawn who was eating the grass.
Oh, shoot. You're not supposed to be here. Bad example for my friends. So this is my node. This is where I come to meditate and perform rituals and ones that can't be done like in my house, ones that I need total and complete silence for. And this is where I come to recharge my quintessence. And this is a family place. So please treat it respectfully. I know you will, but I just have to put it out there because if I come back and it's trash, I'm kicking everyone's ass.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
we're on the same page. Rad.
Yep.
This is my
Yep.
node.
10-4, get Betty.
And do we see the place where the portal is?
You do not see a portal. You do kind of like when you go to the north part of this little grove, you do feel like a waiver in the air.
I'll try and go through it and come back if
All right, go ahead and roll arete, difficulty 6.
dice rolly. One success.
That is all you need. You step into Raina's bedroom at the chantry.
Okay. Yep, I just wanted to see if this was it and then pop back.
What's funny is when you step through to Raina's room, you notice there's a lot more natural light for the plants and stuff than there was the last time you were in this room.
I soak it in for a moment before going back through the portal because I need it.
Professor Edge is just like, wow, what kind of flower is this? New breed of bird. I've never seen this bird. So she is basically taking a scientific mind regarding this little slice of the rural Montreal.
I like that you're studying things. If you have any questions, I will try to answer them.
How long has your family been here?
As far as I can remember, my great grandparents built this house, but I don't know if the land was owned by us previously and maybe just rebuilt upon. It's been about 150 years at least.
Which is very a very long time in America. 150 years.
It is. It seems insurmountable to be able to hold on to a property for that long, but that's why we chose the mountains, I'm guessing.
I would love to occasionally come here for archaeological purposes. if you wouldn't mind terribly. This place feels old.
Absolutely. You are invited with everyone else to be welcome to my house, to my area of the mountain anytime.
Thank you. All right, do you go in the house? Or do you...
Well, I need to pee. Can I use your bathroom?
Yes,
What's up? So
but
pee in the woods?
you may prefer to pee in the woods. It's pretty much just like a hole in the ground. We don't have indoor plumbing.
Oh, well, then I'll just go
Um,
pee in the woods.
okay.
Watch out for poison ivy.
Thanks.
There's
You
a
got Harvey
snake in
Dent and Poison Ivy?
my
Can I come back? And I guess, are we leaving, guys, or what?
Um,
Do you think Warren's off work yet?
I mean, probably not. Do you guys want to do a kind of a layout of where we're going to be putting everything?
Yes.
And just waste a little extra time before Oren gets off work?
I like this plan. Planning. Yes.
Okay. And I start walking towards where the sanctuary refuge would be. And I stop
Is that connected to the house, or is that like a little further
I'm
away?
about 10 feet away from the house and stop and say, this is where I'd like the barrier to be. Because they can come and go from inside my house at any time in case they need supplies. But I don't want them to feel like I'm looming over them. Like, this is their area, this is their space. They can do and be whatever they want to do and be in this space without feeling like they're under someone's thumb.
And I'll grab some like sticks and stuff that would be lying around probably,
Mm-hmm.
and just be like, "Hey, Sarah, let's lay these out so we can get a good like perimeter. Find out how much space you need. So when you might need more space, less space. We can figure it. We can lay it out a little bit with some sticks."
Oh, okay.
And remember, it's not just you and Hassan and Luke. It's the 14 others that we.
Well, 12 others, but yeah.
Is it 12 others?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah,
It's 15 total.
Yep. I was not quite sure. Anyway, yeah, so we have to keep in mind that it's 15 of you. So make sure you have enough room, because I know Luke and Hassan have been loving the running around in the hotel. I don't want to stifle them.
I would personally like to plan for 30, so that if we need to expand, if we need to take more puka in, we don't have to take measures to do that before they can come. We
Smart.
can just let them come here and
That makes sense. So, Sarah, are you good with that? Just like trying to estimate how much space you'll all need.
She kind of like runs her foot through the dirt, and the space that she creates is bigger than the house, especially if there's going to be 30
It makes sense.
30 puka hanging out here, maybe more, maybe less.
Yep.
I would expect nothing less. I would expect like the size of maybe 3 or 4 zoo enclosures put together.
So we would want like a door with like a cat, like a dog door or a cat door.
If you don't mind, I would feel safer if the kids can only get in and out like in human form. So like they can't. So basically, if I know the professor said she can put up wards against other animals, but the harder it is for animals to get out, the harder it is for animals to get in.
That's fair. I was thinking we could, since the professor is offering her services, she could put some sort of a barrier around, like the oh no, what's the word? I want to say circumference, but I don't think it's going to be a circle, but around like the outside barrier, so that they have a safe place they can run into.
Yeah,
Because
that makes sense
if
too.
they want to leave Asuka from the building, or if they want to leave as humans from the building and then turn into Puka, it would be hard for them to get back in without switching into human form. And if they're running for their lives, it'll be, those precious seconds.
We need an escape tunnel then.
I just think we need a protective barrier around their running space. If that's possible, Professor Edge.
Absolutely.
Because I want them to feel as free as they absolutely can, but also as protected as absolutely possible.
Okay.
Thank you.
And
It
she looks
was-
deep in thought while she's like looking over the space that Sarah has created by drawing in the dirt.
And now I turn to Sarah and say, okay, next question. And this is going to be a possibly a challenging one. Do you think the kids, since they are children, is schooling something that, like, is something your people are for or against, or?
It is not something that we often do. Usually children are taught by their parents or by their masters.
And right now the the glare looked like you were shooting eye beams off to the side. You lean for. Yeah, I was just because I don't know what they'll think about the welfare situation. Because I don't know what the right answer is with schooling. If that's just something that, if we as humans would be imposing on the children, if that's not
That
something.
is completely up to the children.
Would you, Sarah, be opposed to me hiring someone who can come and teach you and everybody else basic life skills? You wouldn't have to look at them as a master or as a parental figure, just someone to come and teach you survival and how to cooperate in the world. Would that be something you could agree with? It's optional, absolutely, for everybody. But
Some of the younger children might benefit from it.
okay,
But I mean, even things like, because the question is, do you think anyone is going to want to, like, interact in the human world as opposed to out in nature? I don't know.
That is up to the children.
Hmm.
If they
so
want
maybe
to run around as human children, or they want to run around as rabbits, that is totally up to them.
that's something we can do at a later date and kind of scope how it goes for the time being.
Find out just where their heads are.
Yeah.
Take a poll.
And so it could be a split thing where maybe only like one or two want to, you know, try human life. But,
We are all not just, refugees from Reggie, but we're also refugees from Arcadia. So it's not that we, especially as older ones, it's not that we don't know how to associate with humankind.
Well, associating
How would
is
you feel about one of us tutoring you? I mean, like, just some stuff. You know, the basics to get around if you find yourself in the human world and stuck.
like how to read street signs and stuff.
Yeah, basic math and some boiling eggs and things like that. Basic life skills. Not too much, but just enough if you happen to get lost in the human world, you won't be completely up a creek without a paddle.
Life isn't that different. Just
Well,
so
if all of the kiddos know how to read and do basic math, then I don't know. What do y'all think?
Well,
I
that's why I was asking, because I don't know what life is like for you in Arcadia.
it is run by harsh masters, and each of us is marked with a task. We all have a purpose.
So is that something you're interested in? Is having tasks and purposes?
N-
Or would you rather be free to live the life that
We would much
maybe
rather be free.
okay, cool. In that
I can talk to the children and see who wants to learn school things or who wants to live the wildlife.
yeah, we will take an individualized sort of poll, and then we can, as we learn what everyone's interests are, we can sort of build a section where those who want to learn can, and those who don't want to learn don't have to feel pressured to do so. I might
And
be able to.
I will gladly lead a basic self-training course and a little bit of weightlifting. Help bulk them up. Gotta help give them protection for their own selves. Magic's great, but sometimes muscle is necessary.
Oh, okay.
Self-defense. They were in a situation. Like, if they have some skills, we can help them. Maybe, if they want.
Teaching us how to fight?
not everything's a political brawl, Portia.
Yeah, quit scaring the
It's a
kids.
suggestion. I'm not trying to scare the kids. I took karate as a kid, basic self-defense. It was very, very beneficial.
I am sure the children would find that fun.
Also, it helps regulate one's chi.
There is another path besides, purely the wildlife or the human life. There's also some of them might want to just learn how to keep things running here.
Absolutely. I benefit from both the human life and the free life.
Hmm.
So it's always an option. For now, I think we'll leave it at the drawing board and see how everything's gonna go, because we can plan all we want, but until we have actual answers, we won't know what to do.
Well, there you go, being practical again. Damn it.
So let's concentrate on making a space to live, and then we can make a space to learn.
Absolutely. And just keep in mind that this is new apparently it's new for Puka kind.
I'm sure there are other refuges or places where puka like to congregate, but
It's a learning experience for us as well.
Okay.
can we take a 5-minute break?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. The drive out is I would have to check Google Maps.
Okay. I
Not the time to stop her to ask.
Nope. Yep.
Well, I was more asking Christina than anything.
How long is the drive to Mrs. Arenas? I will look on Google Maps right now, because I am in a section of Quebec, so it may be quite a drive.
Yeah, because I just want to make sure, like, when Orrin would be getting off of the correlation of when he'd be getting off of work and, like, when you guys are showing back up and stuff like that.
Oh, it was no. I was gonna say, wasn't it an hour? But that was the space trip. Space trip.
Yeah, that was the space trip. How long that it was going to go for?
3 hours. Well,
Are you guys saying stuff? Because
it's an hour and 2 minutes.
Hour and
Okay,
2
good.
minutes. Okay.
Montbrom and Montreal.
Okay. What I could probably do is I could probably set it up to where it was a early day for him.
Okay. Also, how cute is Sokka's potty dance? Back and forth on my girl. Go take a bio break. Okay, everybody get out. Get out.
Yeah,
Go.
I'm actually going to take one myself.
Ugh. I was really hoping that it wasn't going to be like a 6-hour drive.
Right? I was
Did you
picturing.
find
oh,
out?
No.
Did you find out how long it would take?
Yeah, an hour and 2 minutes from Montreal to Montbrom.
Cool.
And
Neat.
I'm taking a bio break, but he's also like at work, so we could probably start at any time. It'll take an hour. He said he might have a short day at work.
Mm-hmm.
We can start getting things set up and then, take the drive home or what else.
So now that as Professor Edge says, now that the portals have all been situated while you guys were off at Niagara, we no longer have to drive. It is up to you as to whether or not you want to have your car available in Montreal.
You have a van we can use, right?
Not anymore.
Oh yeah. Whoops.
Yeah, I kind of destroyed it.
Whoops.
Okay. Well, in that case, because my node only goes to my closet, and we might have other places we're going to need to go, I'm going to have my car in Montreal.
Okay.
So if you guys want to drive with me, you can, or you can just pop into my bedroom or into my closet.
If you want to go and take a ride with me.
Hey, must be the money.
Wonderful. Sarah is just like, she is happy as a clam. Like, the boys are in human form and they are running around playing.
Question, Sarah, boys, do you want to go back to the chantry or do you want to stay here while we're off?
We would like to spend a little bit of time here, but
Raina, is it safe for them? Is there any like family stuff or dangerous magics or anything in the house if they need to take shelter?
No, there's nothing in there that can be dangerous to them. And we could have Professor Edge set up that barrier right now, just around
I would need to run back to the chantry to acquire some effects, some objects that would help me, ingredients for the rite.
Okay. Is there any way that I could perform a ritual, at least just over the front door, that they can run into and have a safe space if they need to while they're running around?
It to me, I already see protection over your door. You have a plaque, that rooster plaque that you have over your door. That is your protection.
Okay. Well, in that case, y'all are welcome to stay as long as you'd like. You can sleep in my house for the time being if you need to. Can the puka use my node to get to the chantry if they absolutely need to? No? Okay. Would you like me to come back at some point and get you, or are you satisfied being?
We would, it is totally up to you as to whether you want us to come back to the chantry. Also, we would love to help put this together.
Okay.
Okay. I think the construction skills would be really good for the kids.
Cool. There's no real absolute need for you to go back to the chantry, since there's food and places to run, and until we can get the structure set up, you can live at my house.
That is so generous.
Well, I don't want to keep you anywhere you don't want to be, and
It's not that we didn't want to be at the chantry. This is much nicer.
Yeah, I understand completely.
It's a
I
little bit
agree.
like home.
Yeah, just make yourself at home. This is your home now, so we'll get everything started. And oh, come on now.
Yeah, we're grateful. We are. We're absolutely grateful.
I'm happy to have you. I'm happy to help.
She gives Raina a hug.
I squeeze back real tight. Almost tight enough to hurt. Oh, gosh.
Speaking of roosters.
Speaking of roosters.
I don't know. No, never mind.
Outrage. Yeah, the boys are having lots of fun. And they basically jaunt into the woods. And Sarah is like, her brain is coming up with like, what would we need? Like, what would be comfortable? What can feasibly be done, to make us not just refugees, but like actually comfortable.
That list will definitely help. Will help us kind of gauge where to start and what to do. So if you could maybe write it down.
Oh, absolutely. I'll draw something out, and maybe we can figure out ways to like make it happen. I'm really touched. I was not expecting mages, most especially, to be so generous and kind. Most of the time, mages like to own us.
Well, I think part of the issue, well, not issue, but part of the difference is that we've only been mages for about a week now.
Oh.
Don't worry, we won't change. This is still a safe place.
Oh yeah. Basically we still have the mindset of people, and I think we still have the mindset of regular humans and not mages. And getting to know you and the boys and your situation this early in our training is probably going to be a good grounding factor to keep us from going in the direction that other mages go in.
Wow.
And Portia and Oren probably would have kicked our asses if we did do that. So
For sure.
Oh yeah. I don't think Portia would have ever changed out of activist mode.
And Oren has
different mode.
a red background, so we have pretty solid grounding factor. Maybe it'll help us help other people in the future too, or other magical beings.
This couch looks really comfortable.
Like I said, make yourself at home. My home is your home until, well, not until, you're always welcome in here, even after, if you're comfortable.
I'm
well, we'll leave you to it.
I don't think it'll take long.
Okay.
But
Well,
is there a way we can contact you? Is there a
Ooh.
phone in the house?
Have a cell phone we can give them.
I do have a landline,
Okay.
and I can write all of our phone numbers down next to the landline just in case you need to get a hold of anyone specifically.
That's wonderful.
And I do that right now.
She is like, she kind of like throws herself onto the couch, and the boys are still in the woods. And if she is left to her own devices for 2 minutes, she is out cold.
Okay. How old are those boys? Like 6 and 7?
They look like they're 8 or 9.
Okay. Well, they should be fine in the woods by themselves. I was. Just kidding. I was taught to be. But they are, they are puka. I'm sure they have instincts and
Yeah, they're half creatures of the wild anyway.
yeah, so they should be fine. I would hope.
They'll. Professor Edge says, "I suspect they'll be fine."
Well,
Okay.
I'm gonna meet y'all back. Sorry, Professor Edge. Go ahead.
No, you go.
I was just gonna say I'll meet y'all back there. I'm going to go work out before we bounce to space.
Cool.
I'll meet you back at the chantry.
Does anybody want to come in the car with me, or are y'all blipping over there?
I've got an armful of books, so sitting in the car is going to be fine.
Okay. We can talk more about your the research that you found on the way home.
Yeah, I'll be sharing as we're driving. Is Professor Edge with us in the car?
Yes. Yes, Professor Edge decides to ride in the car with you.
So yeah,
If we're going down, we're taking you with us.
No, as we're driving, then Max is just reporting on his findings and discussing it with them and everything.
What kind of things did you learn?
That's a good question.
You do find a snippet talking about like how to protect your home from other fae.
I will point that or share that information.
It's basically like leave a bowl of milk either at the window or at the doorstep. Maybe some fruit.
So offerings to make them happy.
Offerings to make them happy.
Then they
won't fuck up your house.
Okay,
I
so
think that is a
maybe
much better solution than wards to harm.
should we maybe go back and do that real fast? We're not too far away. We'll take
yeah.
Okay. I turn around at the easiest place to turn around. And I go back and I set some fruit out and a bowl of milk, and then we're back on the road.
Dun da da da. There is no traffic on the way back.
Okay.
And I just mentioned to them that, I really am looking forward to seeing if their physiology is anything different, because don't think I'm finding anything in here about the internal workings.
They are.
It's also
My experience with fae is that they are people. They have very strong magics and they exist outside of our reality, but they are, for all intents and purposes, people.
Okay, so their organs work the same way that ours work.
I suspect so.
And their systems work the same way our systems work in human form.
In human form.
Okay.
And I suspect taking care of a rabbit. I mean, there are magical needs that need to be met. Probably.
I have a feeling that Raina, you and I will both be writing up books on our findings with the puka.
Right on.
My only experience are with gremlins. Gremlins mess with my stuff all the time.
Right on. Oh, maybe we could work on our books together. That would be a fun bonding experience.
You mean like a writer's group? We could like do sprints and stuff.
Oh my goodness.
It's bonding over binding. Aww.
Which is different than bondage with binding.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm down. We could do a YouTube channel. Max and Marina.
Ooh, you should come on my podcast. We'll cross promote.
Hilarious.
Awesome.
Mm. So you guys make it through. What is the level of danger that you put the van into to get back to the chantry?
I would say enough, but not enough to kill us. Just enough to shake,
Or
rattle,
destroy the
and
car.
I mean, yeah, I'd prefer not to destroy my car, but I also have a 3 in drive, so I might be fine with whatever's thrown at me.
Okay. So you are driving recklessly?
Damn right.
All right. Go ahead and roll your drive and dexterity.
Oh,
Difficulty 7. You know, like the day is progressing and traffic is building.
2 successes.
Wonderful. You zip through and basically drive like an asshole. Then you see lights behind you.
What kind of lights?
Flashing blue and red lights.
Shoot.
Here we go again.
What do you guys think? Should we lose them or should I pull over? I'm gonna lose them. The choice is not yours.
Do it.
I floor it. There's no traffic, so I'm just wrecking the street.
Okay. Let's see what's up.
What's my difficulty?
Difficulty. Actually, there's a threshold. Let's see what the threshold is. It's a threshold of 2.
Okay.
So a difficulty 6, but a threshold of 2.
Do I put the 2 in the dice?
Nope.
Or I just have to get 2 successes?
You just have to get 2 successes.
Okay. I got
Yay!
2 successes.
You lose them.
Okay.
That is the second time you have lost the police.
Yep. My grandma taught me well.
And you pull up right in front of the hotel.
Right on. I just pull up very slow this time. I don't pull any Tokyo Drift kind of moves.
Mm-hmm.
Just to make sure everyone's calm. We're here. Remember to tip your driver.
All right. Now that everybody, and I'm gonna say
That
it's probably approaching 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So if Oren wants to be done with work by then, or whenever he is done with work, we can.
He'll probably end up just be. He went to his landlady's office to inform her that he was moving out and everything. And he would just as they're arriving at the chantry, he's walking through the portal in his apartment into his room.
Also, we have 15 minutes so till we hit the 2-hour mark. So do we want to call it here and start good, bads, and uglies, and then pick up next week regarding going on your field trip?
seems like a good idea, so we don't have to cram it into 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm. All right. Let's start with Portia.
Sorry, I was in the little chatty section. I thought it was a lot of fun to go to Christina's house today. Um, Sorry, Kitty wasn't feeling good, or Dee Dee wasn't
Yeah.
feeling good. But I'm glad she's taking care of herself, and I'm going to give my points to Christina for just being a badass and a wonderful human in and out of the game. And bravo on the sanctuary. Good job, everybody. I like it. I like the pacing. You know, we had lots of action. Now we've got kind of a beat before we get some more stuff. It's going to be fun. I'm excited. This is fun times.
All right. Max?
This was a very calm episode, but still we got stuff done. And I kind of needed that for my mental health. And yeah, I think I also want to give experience to Raina.
Raina.
Thank you. My good is that we're making solid progress on this refuge sanctuary. Wow, I'm really out of breath. My dogs escaped the yard.
Oh no.
Yeah, they're back now. But
Phew.
phew. But I'm really glad that that's working out. I like the way that this episode went. I like showing you my old stomping grounds. I don't have any bads. I just hope that Kibby feels better and that she can join us. I'm gonna have to give my experience ugly to Max for coming up with all this awesome information and taking the time to do the research and ideas and resources. That was really cool.
Woo. And Oren.
All right. I have to say the good is Oren took kind of a backseat to the story this time because he's been a lot of the drama the last few episodes.
Mm-hmm.
So it's good to, even though I didn't really do much, at least the story still progressed and everything, and we've got a foothold on at least one part.
Mm-hmm.
No bads, and I'll probably give my experience to Max because he went and did the footwork of, in case we needed to, we're able to take care of them, like medically.
Mm-hmm. Cool. All of you get one experience for playing today. And I hate to say it, but another experience for planning the refuge. Unfortunately, that excludes Oren, but the planning of the refuge totally deserves an experience point. If you liked this video at any point, I encourage you to hit the like button. And if you would like to see more episodes of As Luck Would Have It, then I advise that you subscribe and maybe even ring that bell on the off chance that YouTube notifies you when we, pop up a video. And we will catch you guys on the flip side.